Welcome to 19th lecture of AICD, and we were discussing the topic of differential amplifier, and today we will spend some time to solve certain numericals related to differential amplifier. So I have already shared you practice questions, and the serial number of that is 2021 at 03. So this is a practice question set which is available with you guys. I want to keep this as interactive as possible, this session. So any one of you can pitch in, but I will also prefer to call a few of you and like ask. I'll ask you guys to share your thoughts on this. Shri Harsha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Shri Harsha. Whether you were present on previous day? No, right? You were absent yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday I was absent, sir.
You didn't attend yesterday's class. Okay. So then, but can you try this question number one?
Yes, sir, I can give it a try.
Yeah. So you can read the question first, and then you can let me know what do you think of this question, or how will you approach. You can read loud. That's okay.
A MOS differential pair is driven with an input common mode of 1.6 volt. If ISS is equal to zero
Hmm.
point 0.5 milliamp, VTH is equal to zero point 0.5 volt, and VDD equal to 1.8 volt, what is the maximum allowed load resistance?
Very good. Yes. So what comes to your mind after reading this question?
We need to find a value of load resistance, sir.
Very
It's
good. Yeah, that is right.
designing
So
designing
yeah.
differential pair.
Yes. So yeah, you are supposed to find the value of the load resistance, and one condition is given, that should be the maximum allowed load resistance. So like when you read the question, what comes to your mind first? So why I asked that question is, I thought like you should get the circuit diagram of differential amplifier, right? If you are getting the circuit diagram of differential amplifier in your mind, then you can actually visualize it.
Yes,
All right. So thank you, Sri Harsha, for reading the question. You can try it out. Like all of you, I can see around 43 participants. So all of you can try this question. Feel free to interact. Definitely, I'll also help you out in this. So I'll keep a time. Now it is all right. Bhuvan, you got an answer. Okay, let us see whether that answer is right or not. Yashita, you got an answer. Yeah, those who are getting answers, you can post in the chat box. Others can wait. All right, Avinash, you got answered as 2.8K. Aditya also got 2.8K. Yeah, so just I'll check with Yashita. Yashita, can you unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Yashita, can you just tell me how did you get resistance value as 2.8K?
From the range of ICMR, it should be the maximum load resistance. So ICMR should be less
Yes,
than VDD minus ISSR by 2 plus VT.
very good. Okay. Further, how will you solve it further? What is the
Well,
maximum?
yeah, ICMR is 1.6
Yeah.
and ISS is 0.5 milliamps and VDD is
Okay,
1.8.
with that you will solve.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Yes, thank you, Yashita, for that. Yeah, thank you. That is right. The answer is right. Answer is 2.8K, and that is the right answer. So I would say the first thing that should come to your mind should be the circuit diagram, because circuit diagram is not given but from the description it is clear that you should use resistive load. So you should use two resistive load RD in this form, and there is a differential pair, and it is also given that the ISS current is 0.5 milliamps. So this is ISS and this should be 0.5 milliamps. Sometimes this current ISS as 0.5, not sometimes, we call this as tail current source. Tail current source. Since it is connected at the fag end of the circuit, it is also called as tail current source. All right. So this is the circuit diagram. Now, what is the question asked? The question asked is to find the maximum allowed load resistance. It is also given that the differential pair is driven with an input common mode of 1.6. So there are two things to be noticed here. Input common mode is 1.6, supply voltage is 1.8. That is the reason that we will consider this 1.6 as ICMR plus. All right, this value or of 1.6 value, we will consider it as ICMR plus, because looking at the supply voltage of 1.8, we can say that 1.6 should be the maximum or the maximum common mode voltage level. So we know the condition for a MOSFET to be, sorry. Yeah, I will write the solution here itself on the sheet, because I think there is. Yeah, those who have finished this question, if you understood this properly, can actually move on to next question. So this is the circuit diagram with this is RD, and this is VDD. Right. The question asked is, what is the maximum allowed load resistance RD? So what I have taken is, we will call this as VICM maximum, or I think the notation what we have used is ICMR plus. Did we use it as ICMR plus in our class? Can I get some response? Oh, we wrote it as ICMR. So, okay. So ICMR plus is the maximum value and ICMR minus is the minimum value. All right. So the range is ICMR. So the maximum we will denote by putting a plus sign, and minimum we will show by minus sign. Yeah. So what is the condition here for MOSFETs to be in saturation? For MOSFETs to be in saturation, we know that the maximum value ICMR plus should be less than the gate voltage of MOSFET should be less than or equal to drain voltage plus VT. So what is drain voltage? Drain voltage will be VDD minus ISS by 2 into RD plus VT. All right. Or yeah, from here you can write on further. So I'll write VDD minus ISS by 2 into RD should be greater than ICMR plus value minus VT. Or from here you can write the expression that RD should be less than VDD minus ICMR plus plus VT divided by ISS. All right, so this is the value. So maximum value of RD should be this. Now you can substitute the values here as 1.8 minus 1.6 plus 0.5 divided by 0.5 milliamps. What is the value of RD with this?
This I mean 1.6 is what, ICMR plus or minus?
Yeah, you should tell me. Can it be ICMR minus?
No,
because
but
the supply
ICMR minus
voltage
should
here
be
is, yeah,
the 1.8
tell me.
volt. Yeah. So ICMR minus
your
should be
supply
0.
voltage is, yeah. ICMR minus we can calculate. It cannot be 0. So how will you say that it is 0? So if I say it is 0, I should tell that for that value of ICMR, that is for 0 value, your transistor should be in saturation. Will the transistors be in saturation for 0 value of ICMR in this case?
No, no, it won't.
No, yeah. So that is not possible. So the minimum value will be equal to, or ICMR minus will be equal to VGS1 plus the drop across the current source, which is not given in this case. So we have a data insufficiency to calculate what is the minimum value, but maximum value we can definitely calculate. I
Yes,
think
sir.
I made a mistake here. There should be a 2 here. 2, I missed the 2 here. Yeah, and this will result in value of 2.8K. Any doubts? Can I proceed? Any doubts?
Sir, ICMR is V out here, right? Like the V out is in the V out terminal here, right?
Oh,
Because
no, Amog. ICMR, what do you mean by ICMR?
some common mode input.
Common mode input. So where
Some
it is applied?
in
Where it is?
input,
On the input
but
side, right? So ICMR plus is the maximum DC value that can be applied at the input. Is that okay?
thanks, I understood. Yeah, understood. Thanks.
Yeah, all right. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so come to the second question. I hope others are clear with what I did. If you have questions, please do let me know. Don't wait or don't hesitate. Don't be hesitant to ask some doubts, thinking that others will judge. All right. So you should not waste time by thinking all those. You should, if you are getting doubt, please unmute yourself and ask. Yeah. So let us see this. The next second question now. What is the second question? So who will help me to read second question? Any volunteers?
So can I do that?
Yeah, please. Sriharsha, yeah, go.
Design an NMOS differential pair for a voltage gain of 5 and a power budget of 2 milliwatt, subject to the condition that the stage following the differential pairs requires an input common mode level of at least 1.6 volt. Assume mu1 Cox is equal to 100 microampere per volt square and VDD is equal to 1.8 volt.
128, yeah. All right. Thank you, Shreya. So what comes, so what is understanding? When you read this question, what do you understand?
Here also we need to find if load resistor and W by L value because it is asked to
Very
design.
good. Yeah, very good. So yeah, that is right. So since the question is to question asked is to design a differential pair, you are supposed to find the value of resistance R as well as transistor's size W by L. Okay. So what are the parameters given for that?
Voltage gain,
Voltage gain is given as 5.
power budget,
Power budget is 2 milliwatt. What is power budget?
like total power produced due to total current
Total
IS.
power that can be used. Yeah. So power budget of 2 milliwatt means you can use a power of 2 milliwatt less than or equal to 2 milliwatt for the circuit. That is a budget given for this differential pair. So why that term is because in an integrated circuit or whenever you do design, there will be different blocks, right? So even inside analog ICs, there will be different blocks. So there will be a total estimate for the power of an IC, and the budget given for the designing differential amplifier is 2 milliwatt. You are familiar with the budget presentation of central as well as state, right? This much amount will be spent on a particular item or a particular development. In a similar way, inside IC also we will use the same term. For to design a differential pair here, you can spend a power of 2 milliwatt. That means you can burn a power of maximum of 2 milliwatt. All right. So that is subject to the condition that the differential. Yeah. The very important thing is the fag end of the question, the sentence. Yeah. Go on, Sri Harsha. Yes,
Then
Bhuvan, you're right.
Vout is
Our budget in this case is total voltage, supply voltage VDD into the total current, which is the tail current ISS. Yes.
And the voltage supply is
Yes.
1.6 volt.
Yeah, supply voltage is 1.8, and yeah, so the differential pair requires an input common mode level of at least 1.6. So which differential pair here it is talking about? There is a stage which is following this differential pair. So that means the output of differential pair is connected to somewhere, and that need a output common mode level, that need a input common mode level of 1.6 volt. So whether those who have read the question, whether you guys understood this? Yeah, thank you, Sriharsha, for that. I think you want to add something on this question. So how will you solve? Yeah, maybe everyone can give a try, and later we will discuss. Thank you, Sriharsha. Yeah. So what I'll do here is this is question number 2. And from after reading the question, what I understand, what we can say is the circuit remains the same. We are not talking about any different structure. We are just talking about the same differential amplifier with a resistive load, right? That is what we have. And again, you have a tail current source here, which is ISS. This is VDD, and this is the input of this. And now the output of this differential pair is actually connected to, or this is going to some other circuit. This is actually going to some other circuit. We do not know whether the next circuit is differential or single-ended, but anyway, there should be a differential circuit. And if you want a single-ended line after that, you should convert differential into single-ended. But whatever it is, what we know is the following stage, the stage following the differential pair requires an input common mode level of at least 1.6. That means this should be 1.6 volt. So the next stage need an input common mode level of 1.6 volt means the output common mode level of this stage should be 1.6. That is what is given here. The output DC level of this current stage should be equal to 1.6. Yeah. So with these clue, can you try and let me know the answer for a resistance R first, and then later of W by L. Yeah, Yashita, you got 360. Avinash, yes, 360. Shri Harsha, 360. What about Aritra? Aritra, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm doing it.
Yeah, please.
So can you explain the output common mode point again?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll explain. I'm just waiting. Few are solving it. One second. Give me 1 second. I'll explain that. Yeah. So the question says that there is the stage followed by this differential amplifier need an input common mode level of 1.6. So what is the meaning of that? After this differential pair, there is some circuit, and that circuit need an input common mode level of 1.6. So how can we supply that from this stage? From the current stage, output will go to next stage input. So the output DC level of present stage should have a 1.6 volt. Then only the next stage will get that DC level as its input common mode level. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you repeat that once more, sir?
Yes, Alan. Yeah, Alan, please ask your doubt, then I can give you more clarity on that.
The output voltage, sir, the one you told right now. Hello.
Yeah. So, can you read the question? The second part of the question. You may read loud.
A power budget of 2 millivolts, subject to the condition that the stage following the differential pairs requires an input.
Hear you, Alan.
Hello.
Yeah. Go on.
Condition that the stage following the differential pairs requires an input common mode level of at least 1.6 volts, sir.
Yes. So that is the key. So what it is saying? subject to the condition that the differential pair, subject to the condition that what it says, the stage following the
following.
differential pair. Now, yeah. So now this is the current state or the present state or the different. Excuse me. This is the differential pair stage, and the stage following requires an input common mode level. Stage following is actually shown as a black box here, and the output of this stage is going to the input of this next stage, and this stage is needed an input common mode level of 1.6 volt. So how can we supply that? A DC level of 1.6. If the output DC level of this is at 1.6, then definitely we can supply that directly. Is it clear, Alan?
Yes, sir. Got it.
All right. Yeah. But the Abhishek is here. Abhishek is not there, right? Yeah. So I'll tell you one thing. It will be difficult for you to log in using only mobile, because if you can log in using your laptop and you can use mobile as your second source, where you can open these questions. You can see the screen what I am presenting on laptop, and the other one the question on your mobile. So it is better that log in via laptop, or even you can switch in laptop, because I can see many people are leaving in between and joining back again. Maybe when you go back to the previous page, you are automatically exiting from the Google Meet. All right. So anyway, it is up to your comfort. So fine. How will we solve this? One thing is, we told that power budget. Power budget is VDD into ISS. VDD is the total voltage, supply voltage, and ISS is the total current which is flowing through both the branches. So this is equal to 2 milliwatt. This can be maximum of 2 milliwatt, and VDD is given as 1.8, so that will give you ISS value. And I think ISS value you will get as 1.11 milliamps. That is the ISS value. Now, if that is ISS value, I can decide now the output common mode level. So I just wrote that common mode output, VCM out, or this can also be written as OCMR plus output common mode level. Okay, so let us just now represent it as VCM out itself, the output DC level. What is output DC level of this circuit? Is VDD minus ISS by 2 into RD, that is the output DC level, and it is given that that should be equal to 1.6 volt. The output DC level of the circuit should be equal to 1.6 volt. So in this, all quantities are known. You can directly find RD, and you will get the RD value as 0.36K or 360 ohms. Now, following, you know that it is given that voltage gain is given as 5. So what is the voltage gain of this? I'll just write magnitude of voltage gain is GMRD is equal to 5. From this, you will get value of GM. What is the value of GM? You can substitute this as 2 ID mu n Cox and W by L. ID value is ISS by 2. Mu n Cox value is given. So when you substitute that, you will get the value of W by L. And I think that is equal to 1735 or in that range. Any doubt on this question? All right. So in that case, we will quickly move to question number 3. Can you try question number 3? To solve question number 3, I'll be directly giving you an equation, because that equation is a result of the analysis, some detailed qualitative analysis. We may not do that because it's a lengthy analysis, but you will definitely understand the analysis. If you want, you can go through the chapter number 4 of Razavi, and I will be giving you the final equation. For that, you can directly use it. So the question asked is, design a differential pair. Okay, I'll just open the question here. Yeah, design an NMOS differential pair for a power budget of 3 milliwatt and delta V in max is equal to 500 millivolt. Assume mu and Cox and VDD values. All right. So who can give some thoughts on this question? Or what do you understand from this? Akshay? Or maybe you guys are Akshay M.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, Akshay. Can you help me to solve this question?
So the ICMR is 500 millivolts, I think.
500 millivolt. No, okay. It is not ICMR. Yeah, this is the first time you are seeing this notation, right? So delta V in max. So what do you mean by delta V in max?
So it's the difference between the V in 1 and V in 2.
Yeah. So delta always represents a small change, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what the meaning of this is the maximum differential input. So this always represents a small signal input. All right. So delta V in max is the maximum differential. So the maximum input what I can apply to a differential pair. That is what you should understand from this. We haven't. That is what we have not done that analysis, but I can show you how to relate this with the large signal analysis. You see, I have marked here as delta V in. Right. So for a differential, when we discuss this transfer characteristics or the differential transfer chara, what we understood is, if you look at this transfer chara, you can see the linear part of the curve within the red dotted lines what I have marked, right? So the linear part of the curve is this much. So what is the meaning? You can give a differential input as large as this delta V, so that you will get an output without any distortion, right? So the delta V in max is related to this graph over here. So this is the largest value what you can apply as a differential input, which is a small signal input, right? Now I'll give you the equation for that. It is again coming from the same drain current equation only. So question number 3. So your delta V in is equal to under root of 2 ISS divided by mu n C ox W by L. So you will get this result as a part of a sorry, not 2 ISS. Delta V in is equal to under root of 4 ISS divided by mu n C ox W by L. So you will get this result as a part of a derivation. You can refer to a differential amplifier chapter in Razavi, right? There you will get this expression, and with this you can solve this question. So can I know what is the answer for this? ISS is given, mu and Cox is given, and W by L is also given. So what is, no, W by L is not given. You are supposed to find W by L. Delta V in is given. All right. What is the answer you're getting? 266, 267. All right. Yeah. So when you directly substitute this, you will get this very close equal to 267. That's all right. Fine. So let us move to the next question. Yeah. This is the question number 3 is directly I have applied the formula and I have I got that I just wrote the result over there. We have avoided that part in our syllabus because it is a lengthy derivation and we have taken only the end result of that. All right. So now coming to this question. Now, if you look at the rest of the questions, question number 4, 5, and 6, 6 and 7. Okay, I'll come from the last now. This we have solved yesterday. This question we solved yesterday. So this need to be solved. So the questions need to be solved. I'll put a tick mark. So 7A need to be solved. I think this A part we have solved. B we solved. I think, yeah, this need to be solved. This one, these 3 need to be solved. Again, this one we should try. And here, okay. So let us look at this question. Question number 4 and question number 4, figure 1 and figure 2. Any doubts so far? Yes, Sriharsha, go on.
Sir, do we need to find RD also in the previous question?
No, in the previous question, the question is design an NMOS differential pair. So when you say differential pair, it is referring to the input transistors.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you just show the working again of previous question?
What is that? Working?
Again of the previous question.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is the formula you need to use there. Now for question number 4. Can I change this, Amog?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, so come to this question. So now, yeah, so when for all these questions, when you're asked to find differential voltage gain, lambda is given 0. I'll write one more thing here. Assume anti-symmetric inputs are applied. Now, in that case, who can tell me the answer for this? Okay, I'll check with you. Please don't write answer here. Aman Sablok.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aman, can you tell me what is the answer for this question?
So I'm trying it, so not able to.
No, I would say you should not draw anything, but just by looking at the circuit diagram, you should be able to tell the answer now.
Sir, I know.
Amog, please wait. Please hold 1 second. I'll ask you.
So,
Any idea, Aman?
so minus GM1, then multiply 1 by GM3 parallel to RO3 parallel to RO1.
Okay. So how did you get that? What approach you have taken?
So first, the above two, they are diode connected. So we they both are identical. So we'll consider the half circuit, and that will be 1 by GM3 parallel to RO3.
Okay.
This will be parallel to RO1 and.
Yeah,
so
very
that,
good. Yes. Yeah, that is right. So the answer I can write directly as GM1 into R01 parallel 1 by GM3 parallel to R03. Right. Yes, Amog, you can try the second question.
Sir, I'm not sure, but I think it's 1 by GM. Yeah, it's RO5 parallel to RO3. Just a minute. Yeah, it's 1 by GM. Yeah, it is RO5 parallel to RO3 parallel to 1 by GM3 and that into GM1.
Yeah, you have one more resistance
Actually, I
here.
think RO1 actually because yeah.
Is this right? Yes, this is the answer. So it is GM1 into the resistance here is this is R05. This is 1 by GM3 parallel to R03. This is R01. All these things in parallel multiplied by GM1. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that is answer for this. Now, all right. So this question I will leave for you to work out. Yes. Any questions?
Sir, can you please explain fourth one, second one?
Oh, okay. This one. Yeah. Tell me, Amitesh, what is your doubt?
Sir, RO5 parallel, the above part, I'm a bit confused how to do that part. Can you please explain that, sir?
What is this load? M3.
Oh, I think it's a diode connected load, sir.
Yes, it is diode connected. Drain and gate are shorted. It is diode connected. That is why we have written it as R03 parallel to 1 by GM3.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Amitesh. Yeah. Now I'll leave this for you to work out. Same thing. You should write the formula, but you should substitute these values to get the final result of that. And these three also. So these 4 questions I will ask. You all of you should solve on your notebook, and I'll tell you how I will verify that. All right. So thank you so much for joining for today. Please do wait. There are certain things to be discussed.